Four. And again, sorry if I'm not super lively. I'll kind of every once in a while, just so you don't get bored. Audio too low. Okay. I'm at a 4 right now. Is that better? I hopefully you can hear me now. I'll wait for just a second. Okay. So on the what is her name? I literally just said her name and I've already forgotten what it is. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Perfect. So Emberly was talking about how there's been like a series of like VTuber cancellations recently. Like there was like 6 in one day, and I think she even referenced that in the video. Yeah. Where is it? Yeah. I just saw like 6 graduation posts today. What the hell is happening? And so one of the things she mentioned in her video that I myself wanted to talk about because I think it's really interesting. Like usually we all assume that it's like burnout, right? People, they're not blowing up. They're not having the success that they thought they would. So they get bored, they get frustrated. They just get sick of it. They got other stuff to do in their life and they just move along, right? But she mentioned something else that was, I'll be talking about Hero Hey in just a moment. But I want to talk about this other thing first. But she pointed out something that I thought was really interesting that I haven't heard anyone mention. And that's the fact that there's a good chance that half the graduations are just VTubers getting hired. And so far, no one has even brought that up as a possibility. I think we kind of forget how huge Hololive, Nijisanji, and a bunch of other smaller VTuber groups that are popping up one by one really are. There's a lot of companies starting up and they're snatching up talent left, right, and center. So there's a good chance that if they were moderately successful, if they had, like 1,000 followers or whatever on Twitch, that they probably didn't, get burned out. They probably just got bought. And when you get bought by a VTuber company, you can't exactly tell everyone what you're doing, so you say that you're quitting, but really you're getting hired and living your dream. And can I just say for a minute how horrible it must be not to tell your friends that you're now living the dream, and because you have to stay anonymous and you can't connect your current persona to your old one? That's really sad. And my heart goes out to the people who they make it big, they get bought, and then they can't tell anyone, and none of their friends know about it. So I just wanted to reference that real quick because it made me kind of sad, but also kind of happy. You know what I mean? I'm sad that they can't communicate to their fans, their devoted fans, where they're going and what they're doing. But I'm happy that there's a good chance a lot of these graduations are actually for really good reasons. Basically what happened with Demon Dice. Exactly. I know it's like taboo or whatever to talk about the past lives of VTubers, but I think the ones that are super common knowledge are Demon Dice and Connor, CDawgVA becoming Booby, Iron Mouse's companion. I think everybody knows that CDawgVA is Booby because who else would it be? He was literally on stream like moments before Booby appeared and has the exact same voice. No one was fooled. But, when you got it bought up by a company, you can't quite make it so obvious. So I wanted to address that because I think that just struck me as really interesting and I wanted to talk about it. The other thing I wanted to talk about, and I think the one that you were talking about, Keyblade. Oh, wait, one sec. I actually had no idea about Demon Dice, but I'm glad I found out because I love her previous work. Yo, absolutely, dude. Me too. Demon Dice is so friggin' talented. Like, the music that she puts out on both channels, be it as Callie or as Demon Dice, absolutely phenomenal music. So, I think that's really cool. She's very talented. You know what's even more wild is that she's keeping up both channels at the same time, putting out music on both channels. That is wild. She's even going out as Demon Dice to hang out with like the Trash Taste crew every once in a while. That's just wild to me. Like I think she went out with Sid Snap, who is dating Garnt, yeah, dating Garnt, and they went to like a bar or whatever together. That was awesome. That was actually really awesome crossover. But yeah, but now that we got the what I consider to be very good news out of the way, let's talk about some bad news. I don't know if Hirohei is going to talk about the identity of the person who made this tweet, but personally, I don't really want to get into their identity because my objective here is not to flame the person who made this tweet, but just to talk about how this is an example of some really toxic behavior and some really stupid ideas, and how unverified garbage goes to slander creators. So let's talk about this list. So there was this dude on Twitter, and he made this friggin' hit piece on some Nijisanji VTubers. One sec. Patch Nuggets, I saw that a while ago. It's an interesting documentation. Okay, so let's talk about this documentation. So he is alleging that, like a dozen Nijisanji members are guilty of some heinous crimes. So the Nijisanji JP, they're accusing them of Shotokan and Lolicon. So let me first start out, because I feel like I don't know, this accusation right here, it kind of rubs me the wrong way, because I feel like there's an implication there that doesn't necessarily need to be there. So your thumbnail scared me. Oh yeah, my thumbnail. I got a custom-made plushie of my own character, and when it came back, I looked like an absolute crack addict. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen. I love it so much. But yeah, aside from my crack addict thumbnail, so the accusations of Shotokan and Lolicon. So let me first, I really can't talk about it without first talking about my stance on the subject of Shota and Lolly, because it's immediately relevant to what we're doing. The number one, there's the accusation that anyone who likes Shotokan or Lolicon is inherently a pedophile, which I don't think is true in all cases. I think they're fictional characters, and I don't think that 100% of the time that translates to real-world offenses. I'm sure it happens sometimes, believe me. I'm sure it's a symptom of something potentially awful, but not necessarily. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't immediately mean that they're a pedophile just because they happen to really enjoy underage characters. So let me just start by that's the part of the accusation that really annoys me, is like they might have shown that they really like Shotas and Lollies, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're sexually attracted to real children. That's a pretty bold claim, and I feel like that's the implication here, and I don't like that. Keyblade says, you know what else is cursed? Your VTuber eyes going pure white. I want your soul. It is pretty cursed. Thank you. If you're thanking me for the statement about Shota and Lolicon, yeah, I mean, I understand that the Shota Lolly thing, while it definitely some of the people who are into it are genuinely disgusting people, I think the vast majority of it have just sort of like taken this aspect that's super common into anime. They think it's cute. They think it's adorable. And you know what? Then there's also a group that find it hot. And then there's a group within that group that's actually offensive. And I would much rather, you know, if we're talking about pedos, then let's talk about actual pedos and protect real children. You know, I really don't give a shit about 2D characters on screen. I'm not going to lose my mind because someone's really interested in a 1,000-year-old vampire. Am I into it? No. Personally, I think it's gross. I don't like it in anime, but you know what I do? Because I do think it's gross, I don't watch that anime. Oh my god, I can like something and not be a dick about it. Holy shit. What? That's allowed? Duh. I don't like Lolicon. I don't like Shotokan. It skeeves me out. And the people who obsess over it on the internet, those people skeeve me out. But I have decided that being a dick about it doesn't help me at all. So that's my stance. So let's see. There's a distinct difference between liking children and being sexually attracted to children. Exactly. Look, I think lollies are cute. I think shotas are cute, and that's where it ends. They don't bother me when they show up, unless they're like, the whole show is them like perving on the child. That's That skews me out. I don't like that. I wish that would go away. People trying to treat 2D characters as real people, and it's insane. No. Like I said, it makes me uncomfortable, but it's not, I'm not about to lose my mind over a fictional character. So yeah, the accusation that they're attracted to fictional children, number one, just because they like a lolicon or shotacon character doesn't mean they're sexually attracted to it. And even if they are, they're fictional people, so why do we care? So this first chunk on the Nijisanji JP, we can just ignore that. Wholesale, let's just ignore this whole chunk because, I feel like this is unwarranted. And then let's really get into the Nijisanji EN stuff, because this has some really interesting stuff in it that I really want to look more into. So first things first, Vox Akuma, dubbed over comics involving sexual abuse and problematic genres. So this one actually genuinely pisses me off that this tweeter would even tweet this out. He dubbed a comic that tackled sexual abuse. That does not mean he supports sexual abuse. I've read manga that contains murder. Do y'all think that I stan murder? Do you think I'm out here like, oh my God, like it's such an insane, it's so insane. Like I can barely speak about it. Like what? I watch Deadpool and Deadpool kills people. Does that mean that I think that we should be allowed to go out with guns and katanas and kill random people? No. He just dubbed a comic where it happened. That doesn't mean he supports it. This is such an insane criticism, and I just that criticism drives me actually insane. This one genuinely pisses me off that he phrases this as like a fault of the character when it's literally he just got work. He got paid for doing, he did work. He did dubbing work. Get over it. Just because you didn't like the work he dubbed doesn't mean he has a problematic character. It makes me so angry. So that's the first one. Now, Ike Evelyn, abusive towards his ex-girlfriends, gaslighted, etc., etc. This one, I have no idea, and this one makes me really, really sad. I don't, because the thing is like, if he genuinely abused his girlfriend, right? That's a horrible thing, and I would not want to support someone who is abusive. So if Ike is 100% proven to be guilty doing that, and it's not just an accusation, if there is proof, not accusations, proof that he did that, then 100% we should not be supporting him. He should be called out on it. And if that is the case, then I'm glad it was brought to my attention because I don't want to support this person, right? Can we all agree, chat? Keyblade, Patch Nuggets, can we all agree that abusing your girlfriend is bad? Can we agree that that's a bad thing? It feels bad to laugh about it, but it's just kind of insane that I feel like I need to ask because people on the internet can sometimes be insane. But then he goes on, tolerates incest. What was that? What does that even mean? Tolerates incest. That he's not saying he committed incest. He's not saying that he likes incest. He's saying he tolerates it. What does that mean? Like, did he watch Kiss Sis and was super into it? What does that mean? Tolerates incest. That's such a vague term. It's basically meaningless. Bro, I'm not a fan of incest. I'm not a fan of inbreeding, but I also don't go, out of my way to be like, hey, you siblings, cut it out. Even though this is none of my business, I'm going to inject myself into your business and tell you to stop doing whatever you're doing. Man, like what do you have to do to prove that you don't what is this accusation? This is actual insanity. So no, ignore that entire point there. Consumes media involving the sexualization of minors. So this goes back to the lolicon shotacon thing. I'm trying to think of a example. No Game No Life. I love No Game No Life. I think it's a great anime. It's extremely entertaining. I love the main characters, but the show also opens on a panty shot of the the lolly character, which I'm not a fan of. I think it's gross. But honestly, I'm kind of, numb to lolly shit in anime, so it doesn't bother me. And the anime itself is really good, and you can enjoy the anime for things other than the lolicon. There can be a lolly character, and that you can have reasons other than that for watching an anime. So consumes media that contains the sexualization of minors. Like, what? You can like a show for other reasons. That doesn't even mean he is a lolicon or shotacon. It just means he watched an anime that had those characters. Nah, you know what? It probably was No Game, No Life. Like, that legit probably was it, or one similar. So the only one that's legitimate so far is the abuse towards his girlfriend. Mysterious, tolerates incest, whatever that means. Anti-self-diagnose. And like, this one actually annoys me on a deep, deep personal level, because you should not self-diagnose. That's bad. People self-diagnose mental illness all the time. Illnesses that they don't have, which, because other people recognize that they don't have a mental illness, they think that other people who do have mental illness are faking it for attention. Self-diagnosis is harmful. If you don't, and if you are self-diagnosing and you're correct, that means because you self-diagnosed, you didn't seek professional help, which means you're not getting professional help for what is actually wrong with you. Don't self-diagnose. You're either belittling people who actually have it, or you have it and you're not getting care for it. Don't self-diagnose. And the fact that he puts anti-self-diagnose on a list of sins, that one deeply, deeply personally offends me on like a very core moral level. The fact that this is on this list, oh my God, I need to take a breather because I'm getting heated just talking about it. Let me check chat real quick. Or Dragon Maid. Bro, Dragon Maid is so good and Khan is so cute, and that Twister scene was a little sus, but like, it has other good qualities. The rage is real. Thank you. I feel like a madman screaming into the void about this. So thank you. I appreciate that. Now, what's next? Luca Kaneshiro, transphobic. Okay. So I feel like transphobic is, it's just kind of stated with no evidence. This could be anything from a bad taste joke to genuine hatred. So number one, I want to know for certain, is he genuinely actively trying to cause, stress and harm to trans people? Or did he make an off-color joke? This one, the context is super important. I don't like people just throwing an accusation like this out into the void. You got to back it up with screenshots, because as an asexual, I'm part of the LGBT community. I don't want anyone to attack the LGBT community, but I think accusations get thrown out a lot without evidence. So if it's true, I understand putting them on a list and not supporting them, but without proof, you're spreading rumors, and I don't like spreading rumors. Cut it out. So if anyone knows whether or not that's actually true, whether Luca is actually transphobic, please leave a comment once this video is posted. I'd love to look into it and see for myself, just for my own benefit. And then Sonny Briscoe faked his own death for fun, had a transphobic Discord server. Okay, so now I feel like now we're actually getting into what is possibly some actual meat and potatoes of actual problematic behavior. You know what I'm saying? Let me check chat real quick. Keyblade, Twitter has being made transphobic loose, pretty much all meaning you could simply hate a show and be called transphobic. You know what? That's very true. It's the how fast and loose we throw around accusations depowers the word, and since we're so busy focused on very, very minimal offenses, we're completely ignoring worse offenses, and that's what I hate. Patch says, I read somewhere that the poster had evidence of those accusations, but I never bothered to look. You know what? If he has evidence, he should have put it in the tweet. That's what I hate. Why should we have to DM him to get evidence? If he has actual evidence, why not put it in the tweet? Because all you're doing without evidence is spreading rumors. And why do we want this community to be gossipy and hostile and toxic? I can't stand that. Why? Why would you do that? Stop this. If you have evidence, provide the evidence in the tweet. Otherwise, you're just spreading rumors, and I can't stand that. The next one he said is, so faked his own death for fun, had a transphobic Discord server. I feel like this one might actually have some teeth to it because of the detail he provides. First of all, faking your own death, bro, that is horrible. You're putting your friends and your loved ones through hell just for your own amusement. That's a pretty shitty thing to do, and it's specific enough where I think there's a chance it might have happened. So I think there is a chance that this has some teeth to it, and if so, he should absolutely be called out for horrible behavior. Had a transphobic Discord server. See, again, now we're getting into specific details. That can be verified. We can actually go and check and find screenshots of a Discord server. If it existed purely for the sake of being anti-trans, we can figure that out. We can find that out. That's very specific. We can find screenshots. We can verify if that's true. This might be true. My gut tells me that is likely the case because he provided the detail. So I think there's a good chance that Sonny Briscoe, this might be real. Let's see. Keyblade. What makes things even more sus is he nuked his account. Oh yeah. You were telling me about that earlier. That his account is just gone, and you said it wasn't reported. You believe that he actually just took the account and yeeted it into space. And the fact that he was willing to immediately delete his entire account, I wonder. I have no proof. I'm just wondering. I wonder if it wasn't a burner account, because judging by the garbage that he's been spewing, to try and attack the VTuber community, I think there's a good chance he knew there was going to be backlash. So he probably created a Twitter account specifically to spew this and then delete it. I don't know if that's true. This is just a hypothesis. Take it with a massive grain of salt. I have no evidence to back that up, but I just think there's a strong possibility that because he threw it away immediately, it was probably a burner. And there's probably, that person is probably still actively, being hateful on main, but just to a less extensive degree. So, yeah, I agree that that's pretty sus. Let's see. Fulgur Ovid tolerates pro shippers and Fudanchi. I don't know what either of those words mean, so let's look those up. Pro shippers. A person who does not care for ships and content that is what some may find controversial. What? A pro shipper may read or see this content, but they don't believe there is anything wrong being done as it is fictional. What? A pro shipper is just someone who doesn't care? What? Like, they do not believe anything is being wrong, does not care. How is that? What? And he's not even a pro shipper himself. He just tolerates their existence. Oh, he doesn't get offended that other people aren't getting offended. That is the funniest thing I have ever heard. This man is trying to slander a VTuber because he doesn't care that other people don't care. I could be totally wrong. You know what? The Urban Dictionary pro shipper could be wrong. Maybe he meant something different. But honestly, I think he's an idiot. How are you so deeply obsessed with Twitter drama that someone not being on the same side of you in the drama makes you hate that person and think they're a bad person because they don't agree with you. What is this? This document is just pure chaos on an irritating level. These are mostly pointless claims. They are completely pointless. We've got a couple more to go through. That let's see, Fudanshi. What is a slang term for to a man who enjoys reading yaoi? And enjoys reading. Who cares? Who cares? He reads yaoi. Congrats. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoy your yaoi. Matter of fact, how about I just say this? I stan yaoi manga. If you think that boys love manga is cute or interesting or whatever, I support you. You enjoy whatever media you want to enjoy. And if someone tries to put your love of a certain genre on blast as some sort of horrible sin, you know what? You ignore those people. Those people can go to hell. This is not even... This isn't a sin. There's nothing wrong with liking yaoi. This is, oh my god. And what else? Elira tolerates incest. That's meaningless. Petra, Shotokan, that could be anything. So this whole thing, this whole hit list is insanity. This is just random things he doesn't like. Now, it's not listed in the screenshot here that Hirohei has posted, but in the original tweet, he said, VTubers to avoid. That's how he phrased the original tweet. Avoid these VTubers. Why? Because he doesn't agree with them. And if he doesn't agree with them, then you should avoid them. Oh, how dare you like VTubers that don't like things that I like. I'm so consumed with Twitter rage. Oh my god. There's a VTuber that doesn't agree with all of my opinions. Foam at the mouth, cause Twitter drama. Must spread hate on the internet. Like, oh my god. Oh my god, this entire list is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. It's completely worthless. Someone has just lost their mind and decided to spread hate on the internet because they can't handle it. This is stupid. Oh, hi Claire, how you been? What's happening? I just got here. Oh, don't mind us. We're just chatting shit about the this dude who had this list of VTubers you should avoid. Here's a list of their sins. And most of these, all but like 2 or 3 of these are nonsense. Wait until you see a statement on the Hololive talents. There's more? Bro, he's already done so much. There's more? Give me 1 sec. Let's see. Yeah. I decided I will be updating the text with proofs instead of DMing it to multiple people. Just take a look out for the text as I'll be updating it. Okay. Does Hirohei cover it? Because the whole thing is gone.
However you want.
Blah. I don't want to steal Hirohei's video. Okay, he doesn't show it. Well, the account is gone now, so any proof he did had is gone. Let's see. Wait, what? I don't know, Keyblade. I don't know what he's talking about. Are they actually serious? Hi, Laplace. How you been? So yeah, just to give Claire and Laplace a quick update. This some unwashed, unshowered NEET on the internet decided to make a hit list over... Oh, here it is. I just happened to stumble across it. Oh my god, there's more. Oh my god. There's more to cover. What else? What other garbage has he spewed from his stupid mouth? Okay, we got the usual Shotokan Lolicon, which could be anything. It could be anything from... There's such a huge range from oh, they think Kana from Dragon Maid is cute to genuine pedophile. There's a huge range. He provides no evidence. This is entirely meaningless. Tolerates incest. What does that even mean? Okay, now here is one. This one I do actually want to comment on because I got flamed for my opinion on this, so I'm gonna bring this opinion out. So VTubers saying the N-word. So those super viral clips going around of Japanese VTubers saying the N-word. Oh wait, these are Hololive VTubers. Never mind. No, they definitely should know better than to do this. Wait, have they? Have all three of these VTubers said the N-word? Do we know that? Is there evidence for that? If they genuinely did that, why haven't I heard about that? What? I feel like if they actually did that, Twitter would have had a friggin' meltdown. What? Do we know that? I don't know. Let me check chat real quick. I feel like they're taking from things they like. You know, Marine likes some cute boys in anime, so yeah, Shota. Yeah. So, a lot of this, like tolerating pro shippers, liking yaoi, being a fudanshi and liking yaoi manga, tolerates incest. A lot of these accusations are total nonsense. A lot of these are debatable. And I feel like if 3 huge VTubers said the N-word, and VTubers, so they can't, hide behind the fact of like, oh, they don't speak English, they don't know what it means. No, they know what it means. If they did that, Twitter would have exploded. There's no way. What? Does anyone in chat have any evidence that this ever happened? Because honestly, I call bullshit personally. If there's evidence, I'll eat my words, but I think that's just a straight up lie. Oh yeah, Twitter would have a meltdown if they actually did that, Lamau. Is it because Ame streamed GTA? See, no, the N-word drama was from the Japanese VTubers. Japanese VTubers, I don't know if you know this, they don't speak English as a first language, so there's a good chance that they don't know what the word means. Personally, I think they should. I don't think they should have said it. I think they should be more aware, but they're still Japanese people. They probably didn't understand it, so they get a pass. If EN VTubers, they speak English as a first language, most of which them are American. If you live in America, you know what that word means and why it's bad. There's no excuse. So, the Twitter would have had a meltdown if that were true. There's no way. Never bothered to look myself since I prefer peace. You know what? I appreciate that. I do. I think we should all strive to be just a little bit more peaceful and less dramatic. But I'm a YouTuber, so drama is kind of my job. Honestly, the way I rationalize hating drama and covering drama in a video is by just calling all the drama stupid. That's my best compromise. Honestly, so much drama is stupid. And someone's got to just point out how stupid all the hate and the slander is. Let's see. HTF is Irish trans. How the fuck is Irish transphobic? Dude, I don't know. He doesn't provide any evidence. None whatsoever. If she's genuinely transphobic, I agree we should be married to wear, but he needs to provide context and proof. So, and I don't see any of that here. Just accusations. Maybe it was something said out of context. I don't see it as a big deal, but in my country, we call people blackies as a compliment. I assure you in the United States, people would not take blackie as a compliment. I strongly encourage you not to say that on English Twitter. Please don't say blackie. But So it goes a bit over my head. Sorry, the list is a tad blurry on my end. Oh, my apologies. I can probably zoom in, actually. Yeah, I don't know why I had this so zoomed out and hard to read. What did I just... What? I'm an idiot. Hold on. There we go. There. Is that easier to read now that it's a little bit bigger? Let's see. What else do we got? Drama stupid. It would have been so simple to provide links to clips to actually provide proof, but nope, vague statements and then just nukes his account. Like what? See, Dankashan, yes, you're welcome. Sorry that it's all zoomed out. Yeah, that's the whole problem. If he had proof of any of this, it should have been posted. He could have posted links. His video has Iris in it. Oh, does Hirohei actually cover it? Well, here, I hate stealing content from other people's videos, but let me steal a little bit from Hirohei if he has words to say about it.
This list is in Thalfo. That's like basically what she said. I paraphrased it a little bit.
There was a trap. There was a trap character in Fate Apocrypha. I do like my traps, if you know what trap characters mean. Yes, Astolfo! Yep, Astolfo. Oh my god. When I found...
She used the word trap. Oh my god, how transphobic. Okay, I had a very long discussion with another VTuber, trans VTuber, who told me that they said using the word trap was offensive. But honestly, trap has been used in the anime community to describe, femboys that are female passing long before people interpreted it as a offensive remark. And, being a VTuber, she's probably a weeb and is using it in the weeb sense. Saying trap is not inherently transphobic. I understand that the trans community, most of them want us to move past that word because they don't like it, because it can be used offensively, but come on. We're weebs here. We know what the weeb meaning of the word is. That's not transphobic. At least it's very clearly not intended to be. Does this sound hateful to you? I like traps. He's my favorite trap character. Does that sound hateful to anyone here? He is my favorite trap character. How hateful. How phobic. Ugh. Let's see. Not everyone is aware of how the term trap is offensive. Oh, Claire, it looks like your message got deleted. I'm not sure what happened. It exists. I am offended. It's a bit ignorant. I agree. The trans community has legitimately said that the word trap is used by people outside the anime community to be hostile and transphobic. So I agree that we should all, as a community, move past the word and just say femboy. Like, I agree with that statement. We should all grow as a community, but it doesn't mean it's hateful. Not everyone is up to speed. That's. Is that really the level that he's getting all of his opinions from? All of this trash talk is just people saying trap or saying they like lolly characters. Is that how low the bar is to get slandered for this dude? This is exhausting. But yes, thank you, Super Janico, for providing context. Yes, I understand that a lot of people in the trans community do find it ignorant and we should move past it. You are correct. And stop focusing on specific words. Yeah. What else did they want her to say? The F word? I purposefully deleted it as I was worried it could be misinterpreted. Thank you. I appreciate that. It probably wasn't that bad, but I'm glad that you went out of your way to make sure you weren't saying anything that could be misconstrued. That's very mature of you. Femboy sounds better anyway. It does. Bro, I love femboys. Femboys are so friggin' cute. no, there's a good chance none of you will know who I'm talking about, but one of a good friend of mine who's a VTuber is Chemo Useless. He's a femboy. He's adorable. He's great. I love him. But yeah, I agree. So if this, you know, if using the word trap means you're transphobic, and that's the low bar that he's using to judge all these accusations by, you know, yeah, it's.
He was literally talking about this thought.
Let's not use that word. Okay, you know what? See, this is a sane response. Can we please not use that word? Some people find it offensive. That's all he had to say if he had an issue with it. But no, he decided to make a hit list. It's immature. It's genuinely immature to immediately strike to, because his exact wording was VTubers that you should avoid. And so, whoever the posters clearly needs to get out of their room. I know. I follow several femboys on Twitter. They're cute. What do you want from me? Femboys are cute. Stan femboys. It does sound like he's taking very mild stuff out of context and making it a hit list. Yeah, exactly. Oh no, a rapper said the N-word. Me personally, I hate the N-word, even though I'm like 1/4 North African, and people say, oh, you have the right to say the N-word. I'm like, nah, I hate the word. I don't like being called it, but I'm also not going to cancel anyone for using it because, well, not anyone who's black at least. I understand why people use it. I just don't like it. Oh wait, that's the same thing with trap. You just don't like the word. But in another context, it makes sense to use it. Maybe he just hates anime or VTubers or something. Well, I think it's unlikely that he hates VTubing as a whole, because if he hated VTubing as a whole, he wouldn't have come up with a list of, well over a dozen different VTubers that he has an issue with. He is obviously a VTuber fan because he knows the names and is of so many of these talents. So he's probably just an unwashed, unshowered NEET living in his mother's basement with nothing better to do than be angry on the internet. It's so poorly flawed and laid out that I swear I'm having an aneurysm. I don't like our version either, even if it's sometimes used as a kind thing. Yeah, I don't. Even though I have the right to say the N-word, I still choose to use the term N-word because it doesn't feel right. It doesn't sound right when I say it either, because I was raised in the Midwest. I'm not part of that culture. Let's see. Imagine if they were just saying Spanish and said black in Espanol. Yeah. That's, you know what? There is a above zero chance that that's what they're referring to. Notice how it is mostly the large people. Yeah, you know, it's usually the small VTubers who are getting away with saying horrible things, which they rarely do, mind you. But when they do, they're more likely to get away with it because they're, you know, not part of a large community. I'll be honest, I'm glad I got to go out with my friends after I read that list, or I would have lost it. That list was completely unnecessary. See, the reason that I'm making a video and making it live is because when Keyblade first showed me that, at first I was like, what is this? This is nonsense. Get this out of here. But then after I told Keyblade, like, this is nonsense. This is absolute garbage. I wasn't offended. But then I came back to it later, and then I saw the full list, and I saw Hirohei's video, and I realized just how sad and pathetic and angry this person really is, and how this was kind of blowing up. So I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed in this person that they have nothing better to do. But yeah, that was basically all I wanted to say in this video, is because I felt the need to talk about it, because personally, as I've said many times before, even though I hate drama, I can't tolerate people getting slandered unfairly. When people get slandered unfairly, that's when I have to hop on YouTube and make a video and talk about it, because I hate... Bro, do you have any idea how many people have lost their jobs, lost friends, lost family over lies and slander? Remember Johnny Depp? How his ex-wife made up total lies about him, and he lost movie deals, he lost the trust and respect of the public. Everyone believed her, no one believed him. And even after he came out with receipts that prove she was the abuser, she's still getting movie deals. Lies and slander are real. They have a real and genuine impact on people's lives. So when I see stuff like this, especially when it's just so poorly made and so angry, I have to say something, because slander will ruin people's lives. Like I don't like cover at all, but I'm not going to go after the Hololive talents. Most of them are very talented. Oh, it's Hero? Fuck Hero. What did Hero do? I'm just using his video as a reference because he had screenshots. What did Hero do? A lot of people have turned onto that bitch. Yeah, like now, long after, but she's still getting work, and that's the problem. That's my point, is that Johnny Depp lost his job, she's still getting work, and that's the problem. That's my problem, is that it didn't affect her in the slightest, but it damaged him long term. That's the issue that I have with it. This does damage to people. Can't wait to see Aquaman 2 bomb. That would have been sweet karma. Oh yeah, because she's in it. It pisses me off that no one apologized to him, brought him back, nor fire her ass. Hero did nothing wrong. I just don't like him. Oh, okay. Yeah, if you don't like Hero, that's totally fine. There's plenty of reasons to not like someone. If he did something specifically heinous, please tell me. But if you don't like him, I completely understand. If you'll notice, am I subscribed to Hero? No, I'm not. I'm not subscribed to Rev Says Desu either, because honestly, half of Rev's content is just defending Lolicon, and it's very exhausting. And even though I've come to terms with Lolicon, I've gotten over it. It still annoys me to no end that it seems to be his favorite pastime is to defend Lolicon, which I think is pretty sus, but whatever. I don't hate these people. They're just not my cup of tea. But nah, honestly, that's really all I had to say. So unless there's something else specific that y'all want me to comment on or that you want to add, I'm probably going to wrap this up in just a minute or two. Sorry that my model isn't moving unless I wiggle it myself. I lost my camera because I just moved into a new apartment. So, oh, my voice, my throat is going. I'm dying. You're subbed to both? Nice. Hero, hey, I enjoy his VTuber stuff. The rest of his stuff I don't care for. That's fair. That's totally fair. Honestly, it's the same thing with... I feel the same way about Rev and Hero. Unless they're saying something about a topic I actually care about, I don't watch it. Don't die on us. I'm trying not to die. My throat has given up. But yeah, I appreciate you guys all for showing up. I appreciate all of you giving your thoughts and opinion. It was very valuable. I'm very happy to hear some commentary and some feedback. That's why I did it live, is because I wanted to have a conversation about this, just so that I know I'm not going absolutely crazy, because I felt like I was going crazy when I was hearing about this, and after I had a moment to think about it. So I will talk to you guys